The last time we got a Sega Genesis drop of games on the Nintendo Switch Online service was back in April. We got Shining Force 2, Sonic Spinball, and Space Harrier 2 then. Now 2 months later, they decided to surprise us with 4 more games for the Sega Genesis. And this set is pretty solid and somewhat of a surprise. I never anticipated we would get Mega Man the Wily Wars for the Switch Online service. This is definitely a cool one, especially for those who pay for this service. Mega Man the Wily Wars originally came out in 1994 and was only released in physical form in Japan and Europe at the time. In the USA, it was released digitally through the Sega Channel service. So later on, the game did get a release in the USA via the Sega Genesis Mini Classic console, and with the physical cartridge release from Retrobit, which had some tweaks done to the game code to have less slowdown present in the game. It's really awesome to see this being available to more people. I mean, it's an interesting take on Mega Man and fairly unique. Essentially a compilation of the first 3 NES games redone for the Genesis, but this time it's about time travel as Dr. Wily has gone back to try to stop Mega Man in his past games. Once you defeat the 3 games, then you get to go to Wily's Tower for the final battle. So, while I think Mega Man the Wily Wars may be the biggest title they just released, the other 3 games are pretty awesome as well. So another game in the list that we didn't get released in the USA back in the day, but many people are aware of it because of the "all your base belong to us" meme, is Zero Wing. So this is a pretty awesome arcade-style horizontal shooter with some sweet-ass music. It was originally an arcade game, so yeah, arcade style for sure. And it's another title that wound up getting an official physical release on a Sega Genesis cartridge in the USA from Retrobit. So really cool getting more access to this game, allowing more people to be able to play it. Now the next one on the list that we just got released from Nintendo is Target Earth, which it may be better known by its Japanese name, Assault Suit Lanos. It's a run and gun game with a bunch of different weapons you could use that are unlocked between stages, just kind of depending on how you performed in the previous level. So there's a lot of variety with the different weapons you can equip and the way you take on the enemies. So this is one of the games here that I never really played much of before, but I've heard good things, and the little bit that I played for this video got me interested, so definitely will be revisiting this one. Now the final game we got from Nintendo here today was a late release in the Genesis life cycle, Comic Zone. I think a lot of people are aware of this game, and a lot of people do love it, but because of its late release, it didn't do as well in sales. People were moving on to the PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn at that time. So the game has a pretty interesting aesthetic, and it was inspired by the developer going to a comic book store with his coworkers, and the music video Take On Me by Aha. I mean, you could kind of see it if you play the game. So I see the game being referred to as an action platformer in some places, and while there are elements of that genre, I would definitely call it more of a beat 'em up just with the way the game plays. It feels like a beat 'em up to me. So the main character, Sketch, I mean, original name there, right, is a comic book artist who gets sucked into his comic book panels, and the bad guy, Mortis, draws in enemies to kill you. Like, that's the only way he can attack you, as he has no power in the real world, I guess. It's interesting, very visually pleasing game. I think this is a really nice looking Sega Genesis title. So those are our 4 new games just added to the Switch Online expansion pack. Looks like if you have access to a Japanese account, they also got the same 4 games. So not anything you're really missing out here, unless there's notable regional differences in these games that I'm not aware of. Besides, I mean, Target Earth being called Assault Suit Lanos anyway. But if you know of any regional differences, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Really do appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye.